Okay, part two with Isabelle Hains. Okay, now you you notice that you had to contact some people to help you with this issue, like Melinda.
Well,
How did that came about?
Well, actually, I didn't get in touch with Melinda. After we did the RCMP report, I had when school started that year in September or the end of August, we went and we put me and another family member and friends. We went to the high school and not kind of picket. We just wanted the public to understand that
Unanswered questions.
That we wore signs that children are not safe and that the children should be top priority, and whether they're in sitting in the classroom or after school, participating in after school activities. And I remember when I first started that, I contacted someone from the district, and I told him that we're going to go on the sidewalk, and you know what he said to me? Stay off our lawn. Don't go on the lawn.
Is that what he said?
I said, don't worry, we'll stay on the sidewalk. And then I felt really like, who are they protecting? Shouldn't they be protecting the children instead of telling me to stay off their lawn? Or even say, well, what is it that we can do for you to help you? Because, you're a concerned parent after what happened to your son and 6 other boys in that 15-passenger van. And instead of trying to help me, they ignored me.
Yeah.
All the way.
If they ignore you, you might go away. But then you had a friend there, Anna.
Anna.
She was good?
A mom who lost her son, yes.
Yeah.
And another concerned parent.
You guys were a good team.
Yeah, not a good team. I can't say we were a good team. Charles, we were both fighting for the same thing. For safety for the children. And it wasn't about what we wanted. It was what the government should have done to save the children, to keep them safe. Yeah. It's not about what we want or that the policy should be followed. It's all just common sense.
I thought it was a good way to spread the message, you and Anna. But anyway, then you came to Fredericton. That's where I met you.
Before that, I was going to do. I didn't know where to turn or what to do, and one day I was calling the Rogers Cable to see if we can do an interview with them, and Mr. Olskamp was his name, and because I didn't know where to go and how far we can go to be able to get a coroner's inquest for our children.
You didn't know what a coroner's inquest was?
Well, I kind of learned a little bit at the beginning because a coroner in Bathurst was helping us along. Little ideas of the recommendations that could be made and what the parents would like to see. And we all said Class 2 drivers in the van, 15-passenger vans, and about weather conditions. And anyway, so while I was sitting at my kitchen table, the phone rang, and on the other line was Melinda Jarrett. And she said, I've been standing back here and listening to you and following what you've been doing. And she said, I can help you. Then we came to Fredericton. This is in November of '08 is when we came to Fredericton to meet Melinda, and we started a Van Angels website.
Yeah. And then you invite me to go to Batters. I went to Batters. And when I read in Batters, that's where you got a letter from the superintendent to not contact Fredericton, to just any problems you should be concerned, you should direct the question to him, not Fredericton. Remember that?
Yeah, there was the letters, but that was letters because I wanted to know how much money the school made from the death of our children and what they were going to do with it. And they did send me a letter, and then I thought that the money could go to the student council fund, since the children are the ones that raise the money for after-school activities and for the maintenance and expenses for them when they, when they raise money for selling chocolate bars or oranges or magazines.
How many chocolate bars can you sell to really
Well, when there's a whole
to
school,
cover a van? My God, that's a lot of chocolate bars.
well, when there's children of 700 children in the high school, there's I'll have each a box of 12 or 24. I imagine they can make a lot of money. Not a lot of money, but enough money for the year.
But then the Irvings newspaper, they really didn't want to do a follow-up, like to ask question about the need of a coroner inquest.
No, when we had our press release, I remember a lot of the reporters were there.
Well, you had to come out. You had to really push it.
Well, and maybe because they really didn't understand at the time what we as parents really wanted to have a coroner's inquest, so that at the time I knew there was a jury, and I knew that there was a coroner and a prosecutor, but I really didn't know too much about it.
No, of course not.
Until after I started to educate myself and read on it, and then meeting other people, and they trying to explain to me how it works.
So many kids died. How come the government didn't announce a coroner inquest immediately?
Maybe because they were hiding something to me. I feel that I'm sure I feel anyway that they were negligent behind it, that our children were killed because they could have used alternative vehicles, like the multifunction activity bus. They could have had when the vehicle that our children were in had ball tires, and they're out late at night, and that they were, and not only that, they had a scheduling that the NBIA, and the teachers or coaches, whenever, not teachers but coaches, when they make the schedules, that our boys were playing in Moncton on Friday night at 6, and then the Riverview team, which is the other side of Moncton, is coming to Bathurst to play 12 noon against the Bathurst team. And I felt that they overlooked that two teams traveling, a 2.5 hour trip one way and another one traveling to come back up north to do this basketball game.
Okay, and a part two. Wait a minute.